I remember my college lecturer telling me 37 years ago, or whenever it was, that you eat with your eyes first. I'm Jeff Galvin. I'm the chef patron of Galvin Restaurants, which I own with my elder brother, Chris Galvin. I first fell in love with cooking really through my brother. He always speaks of a trip when he was quite young. I think my father had a win on the horses, and he drove our family right through France and Spain, and I think for the first time my brother always says it was kind of, seeing a sort of grapes growing on a vine and peaches growing on trees that just magical, and made him fall in love with food. The beginning of my career started with a sort of full-time course in both cooking and front of house and wine, which was a great foundation. Generally tends to happen like that for a chef, and then it's more on-the-job training after that, and you can go back. And I'm kind of a big believer in lifelong education, so I kind of went back, and about 10 years ago did a degree in marketing. So it never really ends, and on the job it definitely doesn't end, discovering new ingredients, and there's so many aspects to it. There's training and motivation of youngsters, creativity, and designing new menus and food, and actually a big part. I don't think people quite realise the visiting of farms, going to see fishermen, striking up relationships that are such a big part of what we do, because if we don't get the right ingredients, there's not really much we can do. I think the environment that people dine in has always been key to us. So, for example, if we get offered a space or we're looking to open a restaurant, key really is that the restaurant has something unique about it. We can deliver great food and great service, but I think if a restaurant has something else, and that's, obviously one of the decisions to come to Glyndebourne. It's world-class opera, and also you can enjoy, sort of Michelin star food within that sort of locality is unique. And so, have a great space here, and that's always been very important to us. When we decide on menu items, really it's time of year, firstly, so it's something in season. I think that's the thing that keeps your menu moving. Once it's finished, you're on to the next thing. And I think in the UK we do have a wonderful larder of ingredients that we can do that with. So, for example, from the sort of early menu that we had, we could have asparagus, but we knew that would only last for around about 5 weeks, so that fitted in nicely. And then it's tracking it down and make sure it's not coming from too far away. So obviously spring lamb was a nice choice to run for the first 2 menus, and just locating some fishermen that could bring us some lobsters just from the south coast, which is very, very close, making sure that's a sustainable choice. So yeah, sustainability, I think locality and also seasonality are probably the things when we're looking to write a menu. Presentation of food is critical. I think there's an old saying that I remember my college lecturer telling me 37 years ago, or whenever it was, that you eat with your eyes first. And so something must on a plate look really pretty. And that was quite a big breakthrough when I can just remember it when everything in a restaurant was silver served, and you just couldn't get that artistry on a plate by just putting it all on a plate with a spoon and fork. So it is very important, and again relies on some basics. So we'd always try and have a protein at the bottom of a plate, because that's really what you need with your knife and fork, main thing at the bottom of a plate. But no, I think making things attractive to the eye, and people's, you sort of get a wow when they kind of see it. I think for the chefs as well, really enjoy to see something when they put it together, it looks pretty. Is really important, but the overriding thing is always flavour, is the one thing, if I was going to say a choice of the two. But of course, if you can make something look really pretty, is really key.